Have you ever wondered why Buddhism, a religion that was born in the Indian subcontinent, is now a minority faith in its birthplace? Let's take a journey back in time to the 6th century BCE, when Buddhism was born. A prince named Siddhartha Gautama, dissatisfied with the suffering he witnessed in the world, embarked on a spiritual quest. His enlightenment under the Bodhi tree laid the foundation for Buddhism, a faith centered on the path to end suffering. As the teachings of the Buddha spread, Buddhism began to take root across the Indian subcontinent. The faith found a powerful patron in the Mauryan Empire, specifically under Emperor Ashoka's reign. Ashoka, deeply moved by the teachings of Buddha, made Buddhism the state religion and played a pivotal role in its propagation. The teachings of peace, compassion, and the path to end suffering resonated with many, leading to the faith's rapid growth. The seeds of Buddhism were sown and nurtured in the Indian subcontinent, flourishing under the patronage of powerful empires. Buddhism, in its heyday, was more than a faith. It was a way of life for millions. With the advent of the Gupta period, stretching from the 4th to the 6th century CE, Buddhism reached its pinnacle. The Gupta rulers were known for their patronage of the arts and education, leading to an intellectual renaissance that catapulted Buddhism into the limelight. The establishment of renowned Buddhist universities, namely Nalanda and Taxila, marked a significant milestone. These institutions garnered global attention, attracting students from far and wide, eager to delve into the profound depths of Buddhist philosophy. These universities were not mere educational establishments, but hubs of cultural and philosophical exchange that transcended borders. Buddhism's teachings were not confined to these learning centers. They permeated every stratum of society, from the opulent palaces of the ruling elite to the bustling markets of everyday folk. Buddhism's influence was at its zenith. Its teachings echoed in the halls of power and in the streets alike. But even the mightiest river eventually meets the sea. Buddhism in India was no exception. The period following the Gupta Empire marked the onset of a gradual decline for Buddhism. Multiple factors contributed to this downtrend. A significant cause was the revival of Brahmanical Hinduism. The staunch traditionalists who had felt overshadowed by the surge of Buddhism began to reclaim their influence. They refurbished and reinvented Hinduism, making it more appealing to the masses. This resurgence of Hinduism began to overshadow Buddhism, which had already started to lose its distinct identity due to the amalgamation of various cultural and religious practices. Another blow came with the invasion of the Huns, who were known for their destructive tendencies. These invasions wreaked havoc on the Buddhist monasteries, leading to a considerable loss of life and literature. Simultaneously, the rise of the Bhakti and Sufi movements began to sway the hearts of the people. These movements offered a more personal and emotional connection to the divine, which resonated with many. The final blow to Buddhism in India came with the Muslim invasions. The destruction of Buddhist universities and monasteries, especially the renowned Nalanda University, led to an irreversible loss of knowledge and marked the end of Buddhism's predominance in the region. The vibrant flame of Buddhism, once a beacon in the Indian subcontinent, was gradually extinguished. So, where does Buddhism stand today in the land of its birth? In modern India, Buddhism is predominantly found in the lofty Himalayan regions, where monasteries dot the landscape, and among the Dalit communities who found solace in its egalitarian teachings. This resurgence was largely inspired by B.R. Ambedkar, a Dalit leader who championed the cause of social equality. Buddhism may not hold the place it once did in the Indian subcontinent, but its echoes are still heard in the mountains and in the hearts of those who seek enlightenment. History, much like life, is a cycle of rise and fall. The tale of Buddhism in the Indian subcontinent is no exception. From humble beginnings, Buddhism blossomed, reaching an unparalleled zenith, only to gradually fade away. It's a journey that mirrors the Buddhist teaching of impermanence, a poignant reminder of the transient nature of all things. At its birth, Buddhism was but a seed, an idea that grew and spread, touching countless lives. It reached its peak flourishing across the subcontinent, a beacon of wisdom and tranquility. Yet, even the most serene moments are not immune to change. Buddhism began its decline, fading into the annals of history, but even in decline, the spirit of Buddhism lives on. Its wisdom and teachings continue to resonate in the hearts of many, its echoes heard across the globe. Like a lotus blooming in the mud, Buddhism persists, a testament to its enduring spirit. Buddhism's journey in the Indian subcontinent is a testament to the transient nature of life, a core tenet of the Buddha's teachings.